happy Wednesday. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and I'm from Clovis, California. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I am happy to be here. I am glad to be home. I was away for my, we call it our birthday retreat. It's just a few of us that get together and we try to get our Christmas cards done. I say try because I did not get them all done. I was an overachiever and thought I could just do a bunch, and but I did get to work a little bit on a lot of them. So I have a lot of my Christmas cards most of the way done. So I just have a little bit more to do on some, add some embellishments and some different, maybe add the sentiment on, that kind of thing. And some of them I still have to put together, but the kits are all done, so that's a good thing. So let me just grab my chat, make sure I'm putting live chat just so I could see. Hello everybody. I'm not going to take the time to go back, but there is a lot of hellos. Thank you so much. You have double sound. That's not good. Does anybody else have double sound? I did turn my computer off while I was gone, so hopefully oh, you guys do have double sound. That's weird. Do you still have double sound? That is odd. I didn't change anything. Nobody else has double sound. Good there. Okay. I don't know why. You might have two YouTubes open, so double check on that. If you do have two YouTubes open, maybe that's, you had it on twice. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. Whew. Oh my gosh, Debbie. We had so much fun. We laughed. I'm exhausted. I have to tell you, we had to get up and be at the airport like on Friday at, I don't even remember, 4:30, 5 o'clock we were there. I don't remember. But we got there super early because our flight was at 7. No, our flight was at 6:03. We flew out. And so we left Friday morning, and then Friday night we were up until I think 3 o'clock, and then Saturday we were up till 2:30. Crazy. Sunday I think the same. I don't know. I can't. But we were all up like at 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're usually about 8 o'clock. We're headed towards our craft room, our craft table to craft all day. And so we did that, and so we went to sleep late. Woke up early and crafted, and I was good until I got home. I am exhausted. Even on the plane, I slept. Every plane, I was asleep. Yay, I'm glad. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Okay, good. You guys are all good. No double sound. Thank you. Yeah, I think if you have two Facebook or two YouTubes on, you'll hear it twice. It was a lot of fun. You should have seen my back counter right here a little earlier. I just unloaded everything. I had bingo up there. I had a project that I'm working on, which I'm going to create for you today because I have a bucket full. And I've had them. Oh, here they are. See, I'm still in the middle. This is what it's been looking like for about 2 weeks now. And I'm finally going to finish them. So I decided why not show you the card today and create it and show you how I did it. I just thought it was really a fun card, and I love the product. The two-tone floral is one of my favorite stamp sets, so we're definitely going to use that. And then we're going to use the Go-To Greetings, another great, really pretty cursive, 3 different fonts that are just beautiful. So I'm going to use that today. I'm going to show you a sneak peek again for bingo, so you guys are prepared for November bingo to see what you are in for. I'm excited. I really want to show you the second, well, I guess it's the third project, but I can't. And I'm still going to be creating a 4th one, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, so yes, I'm glad to be home. I did take a nap yesterday when I got home, and a little later than I should have, but that's okay because I slept in today too, and I'm still tired. So it'll probably take a little bit to catch up. Hopefully by Sunday I'll be raring to go again. But I will be in here working all week. What else did we do? Oh my gosh, yes, we laughed a lot. We laughed and it was just fun. If you ever get a chance to get together with your girlfriends or your stamping friends, do it. It's so much fun. Oh, Deborah, it looks neat and clean right here, and then it stops, and then it's a hot mess. I have still a lot of stuff I'm selling, so I am, for every order that you put in with me using my host code of $100 or more, you will get a flat rate box full of goodies. So I have a lot of stuff that's retired that I don't need or use anymore. So I am packaging that up, and those are being shipped out to those in the US. Obviously, only US people can shop for with me. And so if you put in an order of 100 or more with my host code, you will get a box of goodies. So I'm having fun shipping those out. So you're going to get some kind of stamps and dies, as long as the dies stamp sets last. There's DSP, ribbon, embellishments, there's packaging items, there's ink, markers, blends, all kinds of stuff. Stephanie, your side of the desk is not too bad. I have a desk that goes this way here, just on the other side of my monitors, and right now it has the bingo and Christmas on it, but it's not too bad. Not as bad as it could be. But yeah, it's a crazy, the whole office is a crazy mess, but that's okay. But anyway, yes, stamp with your friends, have so much fun, and laugh, because, and don't think you're going to get it all done, because you probably won't. Like I thought I would. I thought, I'm going to come home and all my cards will be done. It'll be great. Not so much. But that's okay. That wasn't the important part. The important part is I got a little farther getting them done, which was great. Let's see what else. So let me share with you. November bingo is November the 15th. Now, I have been asked recently, if I don't want to play bingo, but I want the kits, how can I get those? It is still the same $40. We really can't charge you for bingo, because then it's gambling and we can't do that. So really you're being charged for the kit. Just like I would a class, you would get 4 projects. This one you're going to get a video, and you have your 4 projects in a video to go back and do whenever you can at your leisure. And so that is kind of how my classes work. So it's still the $40. So if you are interested in just the kits, that's fine. Just join like normal. You don't have to give me numbers, but if you don't, please put a note that you just want the kits, you don't want to play bingo, and that's fine. If you happen to get lucky to play bingo, then that's good, so give me your numbers. Let's see what else. Don't forget about the Join Special. It truly is a great project. I added up all of the product that I used today. I did not include adhesive, but it was $172 and I'm looking for and 50 cents before tax and shipping. If you decide to do the 35% more kit, it's only $99 and you get $168.75. So you would probably need to take out one of the items that I have on the list below for all the products, and you would be able to purchase everything to create this card, okay, including the machine. So you might back out like the embellishments or maybe the sparkle paper, this paper, and then add that onto your first order, and you can do all of this. You could also create this beautiful card without the silver if you wanted to, and just create this card a little bit bigger, and you could create all of these for the price of all the stuff on the list. So if you join, you have everything to create these 5 cards, okay? And I'm going to show you a little bit more in detail about those cards. Hello, hi Renee. So we're going to do that today. Let's see, October bingo I didn't delete yet, so let me make sure. You know, here is the paper pumpkin. So the one at the bottom, the home for the holidays. That was October's Paper Pumpkin. If you already have it, November's Paper Pumpkin, which is the one up there at the top, that one coordinates with it. And then you're going to notice on the right hand side, we can get an add-on while supplies last, don't forget. So this is going to be a really fun kit to kind of check out and see how they coordinate together. Now, I can tell you right now that the Paper Pumpkin, I just got it in the mail and it's not even open yet. So I'm excited to check it out. I've seen some videos on it. Unfortunately, this one you cannot get any longer, but the other one you can. So I'm excited to see how they coordinate together. So make sure if you decide to join Paper Pumpkin, you can always pause a subscription. So if you see next month, you're going to get a preview and you have until the 10th of the month, you could be like, that one's not for me. I'm going to pause it, and then just pause it. And then the next month you get your Paper Pumpkin again, or you can pause it. So just keep an eye on it and see which ones you want. But I would hate to miss one that you really want. And so make sure you do that. That way you can, kind of make sure that you don't miss out on that one kit that you really want. And this having add-ons is going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss that. Oh, I know. It would be nice if Paper Pumpkin was worldwide. Hopefully they do soon. All right, so let's just get busy. So I'm going to show you how I created this. Like I said, I had a bunch created. Well, I just actually glued the panels on today because I didn't have the panels on, and I was waiting for more note cards too because I didn't have enough. So one of the things I want to point out is this is the basic white note card and envelope. So these are all the same size. So we used to, and I think we still do have the mixed package of the different sizes, but this is 20 of this size note card with your envelope. Okay, so these are 5 1/8 by 3 5/8. Okay, so that is the envelope. So this is going to be 5. The card is 5 by 3 1/2. All right, so here is the cute. We haven't decorated the flap yet, but we're going to today. The ribbon is the sheer trio combo, and it is really pretty. Let me grab that for you. And it's trio because you get 3 ribbons in it. So you can get the Azure Blue, Azure Afternoon, the Lolly Lemon, and the Bubble Bath. So you get all 3, and they've got a really pretty silver trim to them. So they all have that really pretty silver trim. So a great set, sheer ribbon combo pack. I guess it's not the trio pack, it's the combo pack. So I use that fun, the Bubble Bath one. So let's just get started. Of course, I also use the Distress Tiles, one of my new favorite embossing folders. All right, so we have our envelope. And I had these kind of prepped already for pieces, so things are already cut. So I'm going to move this aside. We're going to do a lot of stamping here. Let me bring in my... You can tell I did some heart stamping when I was away. We're just going to keep heart stamping right on there. But we'll just turn it over. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Melon Mambo and Bubble Bath and Granny Apple Green. So these are the 3 colors that I chose. The first thing we're going to do is let's just do the inside of our card. And I chose to do the larger flower here, the second to the largest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Mambo first, okay? So I'm going to set this aside. And I like to put my ink pad on that so it doesn't scooch around too much. I've used this quite a bit. You can tell in the middle there. So I'm going to kind of go around the outside. I should have probably re-inked it, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go around and ink it up. And then I'm just going to do my flower right here in the corner. And now I'm going to leave this to dry a bit, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you stamp, let me grab another piece of paper. And sometimes I forget this, but I'm going to show you right now how this works. So if I take my flower, and this is the solid image, okay, and I'm going to stamp it right there. All right, now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to stamp it right there. Now I'm going to come in with my second image right here, and I want color on color. So I'm going to get this inky here, and I'm just going to come right in, and I pretty much just go to the center one there and make sure that I'm close, okay? So now my image has the second layer. Do you see it? But I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back in and stamp it. So kind of like blending anything. This is watercolor and watercolor. If you blend them quickly, they're going to blend a little bit together. But if you wait and then come stamp it, this is drier. And then when we come stamp the second one, it's not going to blend as much. So we're just going to set this aside so I can show you. I'm going to leave this one set aside. It looks like a different color right here. It's the same color. This will lighten. Okay, so it's the same color. It will lighten up. So I'm going to set that over, and I'm going to bring in, where's my card here? Oh, this piece right, nope, that's the envelope. Where did my piece go? I just had it. Oh, here it is right here. Ah. All right, so I'm going to bring in our top part because we're going to stamp it too. All right, so let's wipe the glitter off. And we're going to go ahead and start with the larger flower, which is this one here. And we're going to use the same flower. The same ink. We're going to use the larger flower. So the first one I did on the inside, I did this one. But for the front, we're going to do this one. Okay. All right, so let's do this. My nails match the card. Kind of. These are a little more burgundy, but yeah, it's on the same color scheme there. All right. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate that very much. All right, so I'm going to get it nice and inky, and then I'm going to stamp right in the corner. All right, so this is the front page. I'm only doing that flower once. Now I'm going to go to my next flower, which is going to be this one here. And I'm going to put the Melon Mambo away just for the time. I'm going to grab my bubble bath. All right, so same thing. I'm going to kind of ink this one up. And I'm just going to put this one right here. All right. And then I'm going to grab this one. I got to make sure these can be sneaky. I want to make sure I put this here, and I realize that this one, it goes like this. So I just want to make sure it's not upside down. I'm going to do this one also. And I'm going to put this one like right here. All right, so we have two pink ones there. And so I kind of build it up. I don't want to jump up because I want to make sure my leaves and everything kind of match. So I'm going to go back to my Melon Mambo. I do all my flowers before my greenery. So I want to make sure this one. And I'm just going to put this one like right here. Okay, so now there's that. And notice I'm not going back right away to do the insides yet. I'm going to let them dry a little bit while I'm continuing with other items. So we're going to close this back. And now I'm going to bring in our Granny Apple Green. Rosie, for September bingo, just type in holiday bingo. That was in September, and you should be able to find that. All right, so now I'm going to take my green. I'm going to start with the larger leaves because I want them to go. I didn't leave myself enough room with this little guy, but that's okay. We're going to just move this over. Right here. We're going to change this one up a bit, because I should have put that in first, knowing that I wanted the smaller flowers here, but we're going to do them up here. It'll be fine. So we're going to do that. And then what I did is I took some green and I just brought in some more over here. So just kind of make it, you know, fit in there wherever you want it. And now we're going to take our other green and kind of fill it in. So I'm just going to do a green here and a green here. And I'm going to do a little leaf right there, just kind of make it look like part of it. And nope. And then I'll probably just put a little bit right there, just to kind of make it look like another little cluster of leaves are there. And then I think I'm going to take this one and go right here. So whatever you think, you know, fill it in. It's gonna fill in once you put your other items down anyway, so don't worry about that. All right, but I am going to bring this back in and do our leaves here too. So I'm going to put these coming out right here. I'll probably just put this right here. All right, and then of course you can add another little leaf right there if you want. All right, so that kind of fills in the inside. All right, now we're going to come back to this one because that was our first one. And we are going to go ahead and add our melon mambo. Make sure you pick up the right one because they look a lot the same, but you want to make sure it's got this little boomerang shape there in the middle, okay? So we are going to come back to our melon mambo. And I'm just putting those two boomerang shapes kind of together there. And now, well, I'll show you the difference on this paper. This is the one I was showing you the two differences. All right, so see how this one kind of looks blended and you can't see it very well, but see when it dries and then you add it. So it doesn't have to dry a long time. Just let it dry a little bit so that when you put that color on, it doesn't blend. And I'll pick it up and show it to you again in a minute after this gets time to kind of fade together. It really is worth waiting just a little bit before you stamp that. And I was reminded as I was going through my stamped images that I should have waited a little bit on a few of them. So, all right, so now we're going to do, instead of color on here, we're also going to use the melon mambo because the light pink on the light pink is pretty light. So I'm going to do this, and it's really hard. I like to do it on a Stamparatus. Okay, so now I feel like I can't see it. I like to look at the little dots on the top of the flowers there and kind of move this around until it's just the right spot. But I can't see it right now. Probably because my eyeballs are so tired. All right, we're just going to go for it. I should have probably leaned it a little closer, but oh, that's pretty good. So I didn't go over the little white, the perils, and we're going to do something with that in a minute. So close enough. All right, so now we're going to bring in our other two flowers here. So let's bring in this one. We'll just go in order. And same thing, you're going to just bring that up right in the middle. You can go really close until you get down there to make sure you've got it where you need it. And right now I can tell you, I cannot see it that good. I think I'm just overly tired. Plus I got new contacts, so I'm super excited to put those on. They came in the mail today. Yay! All right, so there's that one. And now let's go to this one. I'm gonna make sure I'm putting it on right. A way to check is, remember, when you look at this flower, there's like a little curve here and a little point there. So this one's going to be correct. So I like to just make sure that this is the correct one. And right here, these all kind of come down at an angle. And so I just like to double check that this is the right way. So always look at the front of your stamp set. That will help. Same thing, you want to make sure that your 5 dots there line up. All right, so there we go. So look how pretty that is. Oh, good, Margie, I'm glad. Are commercials coming up, Melanie, during my live? That's odd. All right, so there we go. Okay, there's an option of a button, and I'm going to make sure that it's disconnected. I turned my machine off, and I have a feeling that it picked up the commercials because I do not like them to come on during my live. I apologize to you. I will fix that. All right, so now we have this image, and if you look, oh, we got to do our little flowers still, and those are with the bubble bath first. So I will turn those commercials off, you guys. I'm sorry. They shouldn't be coming on during my live. All right, so we're going to take our flowers, and I'm going to do them this way. And they're going to be a little bit different, but I want them to kind of look like they're coming up from the greenery. Okay, so we're just going to put them right there. Normally, I would move this over a little bit and turn the greenery a little bit, but it's okay. All right, and now we're going to take the centers. All right, well, those commercials will be gone, you guys. I will fix that because that is irritating. All right, so we're going to put these. I'm telling you, right now I cannot see. And normally I can see it without a problem, but for whatever reason today, we're just going to try. That is way off, but that's okay. Well, you can turn them up. The commercials normally don't come on when I'm live, I don't think. They come on afterwards. And that's how we get paid from YouTube, is to have the commercials. But they shouldn't be on during a live. And I think it just must have checked itself, or when I had turned everything off while I was gone and then back on. But anyway, I will get that fixed. All right, so then you're going to take your embossing folder. So I already have this measured the size I want. You're going to take your embossing folder, as soon as I can get it open. I'm telling you, today is... and put it in here, and then go ahead and put it through your machine. And then you'll have one that looks really close like it. So this is the one I did earlier. See how I wanted the pink flowers to kind of come in between the green, and then this one's over a little bit. So that's where I kind of goofed. But there you go. And now it's really cool because you can see all of these, you know, stamped images within the flower. It just gives it so much more detail, which is really nice. And then we have our inside. So let's take our inside, and we're going to go ahead and glue this on. I know normally I go all the way around, but I'm finding that going just down both sides is just as efficient, and this glue does not move, so this adhesive does not move. All right, so let's get this on there, and then we're gonna, I do kind of go around on the back panel though. All right, so we'll put this on. Oh, see, I like to, again, like to put this. Have you guys found that helpful, is to put it on a darker surface so you can see your your edges and see what spacing you have. It's just so much easier. All right, now we're going to put this on, but we need our panel. So this is what I did when I got to this point. I took my panel like this, and these are 1/4 of an inch, okay? So take your 1/4 of an inch, I'm going to put it right up against it. Because you know how when you cut your panels, I just want to make sure that you don't have this little piece hanging. So I just snip the smallest amount. There we go. And that is fine. And then we're going to take our Melon Mambo piece. There's been so much other liquid glue. So much other pinks that I'm loving that I haven't used this. I've been using Berry Burst a lot. So I like to use the liquid glue on the embossing folders because this gets into the grooves and it really holds your piece. My first live with you. I love watching your videos. Just wanted to let you know I didn't see any commercials. I pay for premium YouTube so I don't get commercials. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yeah, normally my commercials show on replay. As a YouTube person, that's how we get paid from YouTube is, you know, having our the commercials. We're allowing them to put commercials on our channel, and we get paid. And that just helps us with the cost of having a YouTube with cameras and, you know, monitors and all that extra stuff that we need, sound and microphones and all that. But I don't want them during the live. It's kind of a perk, I think, for you guys that watch live is you don't need commercials. Okay, so this is the one with the adhesive on the back. So I've got my little silver adhesive here. And I want it tucked up close to my project, okay, to this piece, so I can still have my pink border. And now we have our card. I mean, these are so easy to go together. Once you get your stamping, you'll have all your paper and you just stamp the same. And I did it in the Stamparatus. So I put this in and I stamp all of these and then all of these, and I just keep going until I get everything that I want. And I use several door panels too if I need to, so that I can get a lot of stamping done. I have multiple Stamparatuses, so what I do is I take my doors and I put like all of the first flower on, and then these two I can put both flowers on, and this one if I knew the position after I put the green on there. So you can put another door, put your green on, then bring this door back and add this. That way you're stamping everything with the same color. Okay. All right, now we're just going to go and put this on. See how I can see the edges around the outside? It's just so much easier having a dark piece underneath. Then what I did is where the leaves kind of come down, like it's the end of your greenery there. Even though it does look like they went behind this flower because I did put them right up to the edge, I still figured that's a good place for my bow. So for my bows, I like to do glue dots. And I used to think that was enough, and it probably is still, but sometimes I just put a little bit of glue on each side. The glue dot's going to immediately hold it. I'm going to put it at a little bit of an angle. The glue dot's going to immediately hold it, and then later I can come back and just kind of go like that once that glue gets tacky, and then that bow's not going anywhere. All right, the next thing I did is I had a strip. I had a bunch of, this is what I had left over when I was creating these cards. A bunch of white and the Melon Mambo. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pull out my scraps and cut these down. And I had a piece of white here that was the perfect size, but now oh, here it is. So this was also a scrap from a project, and I had a stack of them, and it must have been something with Christmas or Valentine, because look, I also had a stack of red left over. And so whatever they were, I did the white and the red and kept them because I can always gold emboss on the red or even black, but gold emboss is good. But this, what I did is I'm going to stamp, because I'm using a stamp that already has, it's the cling, the rubber, red rubber. I don't have to put my pad underneath it for my piercing mat, but I'm going to go ahead and use this because it's easier for me to see it on here to get it aligned correctly, I hope. So let's go ahead and get our black. And sometimes I think about doing my sentiment in like one of the colors that I'm using on the card. But a lot of times I like to use the black just because it's crisp and it really stands out. There's a lot of pink going on. So I'm going to do black because I'm also using a pink background there. So I'm looking at the thank and the you at the bottom because I want those to kind of align on the card. Okay, so it kind of looks straight because I'm looking at right here, I'm looking at this right here at the bottom. The top is so loopy that you really want to focus right here to make sure that it's going on your card correctly. And then as far as measurements, this was the scrap I had, and this I'm going to show you how I did it because it's super simple. You can use scissors or you can use your trimmer. I go really close because I don't need a bunch of extra white. This is not a big card, it's a mini card. So I'm going to just cut this and this, and I try to cut it as straight as I can. But you can use a trimmer. And then I brought in a piece of scrap, and this one I actually did already cut, but see how the pink is a little bit big? You can just slide this over more towards the middle to where it gives you that space. So it's whatever. I don't even measure these. I just do, like the first one, this one here, I put it on the white, I cut it down, and I put it on the pink, and then I cut the pink. So I've also done that to whatever I've got left space-wise. And I don't put this really thick. It's going to hold really well. I just don't like to see the lines underneath the white. And then, but you can give it a little bit of a scoot and get it right where you want it. All right, so there's that. We're going to add our embellishments, and then we got to figure out what we want to do with the envelope. I always like to put the straight edge right there, close over here. And then I just put one in the middle. And then I'm going to put one straight on the edge over here too. That way you get kind of close, but you're not going to be able to see it. All right. And then I'm just going to tuck this. This is a pretty big flower, so I'm just going to tuck it like right here. And now what we could do at this point is we don't have to worry about the bigger flower because it's covered. But if we wanted, we could just draw a little in the middle of these flowers. I don't want to add color. I want it all to kind of be the same tone. But in the middle of each of these, you could add just some Wink Stella. And then this one's under the bow. I wouldn't even worry about that. I mean, you can barely see it, but it's on there. If you wanted to just add that little bit. So it's on there if you want it. And then, oops. And then for my embellishments, I took these, the adhesive back sequin trio. And so I'm going to take a large one, and I'm going to put it like, I try to find a faded spot to put them in, so I'm going to put it way up here. Oh, it's not going to go on a faded spot because it's too far away. But this one is. All right. And then I'm just going to take another small one, and I'm just going to put it like right there. So there's that. And now let's check out our envelope and see what we can do here. So for our envelope, what I was thinking, because we've got to be careful on how we're going to stamp it. And I'm going to take just this piece of paper here, but I'm also going to put this back here so I can kind of see where I'm at. And I think what I want to do is try these little flowers and do these little tiny flowers, just because you can do a group of them. All right, so let's take our bubble bath and we're going to ink this up, and I'm going to start here in the middle. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of go like that. I'm not too worried about adding green. We can, but I'm just going to kind of make like an X kind of right here. And then I'm going to, we're going to leave some space so we can add some greenery. All right, so just like that, I'm going to add a little bit more flowers right here. Okay, so there we go. We've added some flowers, and now we're going to need to do the inside, of course. But we're going to just bring in the green first. We can go back in with the Melon Mambo, and it is a different color. So if we wanted to stamp immediately, it's not that big of a deal. But I want to add some greenery in here. And of course, these are little flowers, so we don't have to worry about adding, oops, I missed my tip there. We don't have to worry about adding, you know, having them come off the flowers, but I want to definitely add a little bit of green. Okay, so you can just have them coming in like that. You don't have to try to get your longer leaf to come in farther to kind of fill it a little bit. And if you wanted to, really, before I added this, I could have added a leaf up closer up there, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm going to turn this to get the little leaf. Put it right there. Now you could wipe this off. So I'm going to wipe this off and dry it. So we're just going to stamp it wherever. And I'm going to get just the small leaf. Okay. So I can tell I went on the large leaf. So just take your wipe. Take it off the large leaf. And then I'm just going to come right in there with just that small leaf. Okay, I think I'll do another one right there. So make sure it's just on the small leaf, and I'm going to come in right here. Okay, so there we go. That's good enough. Now, oh, we're going to leave this on here, and we need to bring in our little flowers now. Back with Melon Mambo. Thank you, you guys. This is really one of my favorite stamp sets. Okay, so before I stamp with this, I need to stamp off. I want to make sure that they're going to align with the flower. So if you turn it like this, it looks like it would go with either one. But what I like to do is look at this. The bigger flower is on top on here. So you're going to look at this one. And you can tell that this is the right way because your bottom flower has 3 things up there going up this way. And if you turn it, it doesn't. So this is the way to go with the bigger flower on the top. So I'm going to turn this around because the bigger flower here is on the bottom. All right. So I'm going to try and align these up. It's a lot harder with the lighter color. All right. So just be careful of that. It's easier. I don't know why all of a sudden I had no problem doing it earlier. Probably because I'm on screen now. Okay, you want to make sure you get those ones that are half off too, because that's going to give you that whole look. All right. Again, the large flowers here at the bottom. This one goes this way. it. So see how your flowers, even just that little bit shows up on the edge, because it's supposed to be like DSP. It's supposed to just kind of look like it's cut to fit right there. All right, and so there is our envelope to go with our beautiful card. So see, you've got those flowers right there that just coordinate nicely. This stamp set is the two-tone Flora. It's a beautiful set. And then I really like to add with the go-to greetings because they're just so pretty. And the one we used is not even the smallest one. They have this little tiny one, but a little bit bigger, because I didn't want it to get lost in all those flowers. So I made it just a little bit bigger. You're welcome. And I just love these colors together. So these are, I used to always do like my Melon Mambo and Mango Melody were my favorites to use, but that was before it was gone. So there we go. Like I said, if you were a customer in September, yay, surprise, you will be getting a card. So I finally am getting to put these together. They've been on my desk for a little bit. So I'm finally getting them done. I was getting ready for my retreat and it's been crazy. Oh yeah, Debbie, you do. The go-to greetings, they're wonderful. And I love it because it also has the happy birthday. So it has all the different fonts, the 3 different, and up here. So you have all of those. And then you've got some, you know, these little ones. So these go together, these and these. So there's 3 of each one. So, and these are actually not difficult to line up. Obviously I didn't sit here and, you know, look at it super closely to get them exact. Because for whatever reason right now I can't see them. But you just line them up the best you can. I look at 2 of the flowers and just make sure that 2 of the holes of the centers are close to the centers on the paper, and you'll be fine. Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. I appreciate it. Oh, look at, I put that right down. That went right down on my wet ink. Don't do that. I put it on my wet ink. So look at the back of my envelope. This is what not to do. So make sure you don't stamp on that piece of paper. I usually take a clean one and then I have it under like this. And then I try to go under like, you know, I go under like this and stamp. But obviously, if you just inked, don't do that. All right, everybody. Well, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be creating my Christmas cards that I am in the middle of doing. I will be, I pulled out a kit of each one so that I can show you. Because I decided this year I might as well show you my Christmas cards that I'm doing. And normally I don't, because sometimes I just don't finish them until closer to Christmas. But I did pull one kit out of each. Sorry about those commercials, you guys. I will be making sure that's cut off. The other thing is, oh, I wanted to answer a question. Somebody had messaged, 2 people actually had messaged me today about what do you need to do if you want to go to another demonstrator? If you are wanting to switch, what's the rule? You have to quit. You have to resign for 90 days. So you have to, what I recommend is you call Stampin' Up and you email them and let them know that you would like to resign. And then in 90 days, you can join again. But make sure it's the 90 days that they officially change you. So that's why I say call. I like to make sure that they're going to put you down as being resigned so that you don't have to wait any longer than you need to. So anyway, that's all you need to do. So I hope that helps. Are the cards set for the next bingo? Oh, let me show you my sneak peek. So I don't have them all done yet. I've got, okay, so this will be one project. So you're going to get a 3D item and it's going to be this box. and there's something inside. You'll get 4 mini cards. So the box will be one project. The cards inside will be another project, and they're super sparkly and fun. Oops, hold on. So they're super sparkly and fun. And then I have another fun fold card that we're going to do. And then I have one other project that I just need to put together that I have not put together yet. So November Bingo is going to be a lot of fun. Sorry about the commercials, you guys. I will get that taken care of. I need to get rest. Carol, that is the truth. Are the cards for the next bingo? Oh, yeah. These ones are not. Oh, thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. A winter meadow is beautiful. I love it. And I've been really wanting to do more with it. So we're definitely going to be using that. I will be here Sunday. Yes. Okay, so the third project that I have created is the snowflake paper. Oh yeah, the November bingo is going to be a good one. Marcie, the St. Nicholas cards. All of my Christmas cards. No. 4 of 5 of the projects have the St. Nicholas paper. Not necessarily the stamp set, but it does have the paper. Our bingo cards Christmas for November. I was kind of gearing it more towards winter than Christmas because everybody probably has, like this one right here says winter greetings. So not everything will be Christmas for sure. I love the snowflake paper too. Hi, Rosemary. You'll have to start over and watch the whole thing. We're just about finished. Shelly, my craft room is neat and tidy. We talked about this earlier. I said it's semi-neat to like right there, and then hot mess is the rest. But thank you. And this right here, hot mess, other than what you guys can see. I need too many things at my fingertips. So thank you guys so much. So yeah, I would say it's more geared towards winter than Christmas. I don't think I have any Christmas sentiments yet. I think it's all winter, like winter greetings. Let's tell you what another one in here. The cold weather brings us together. Warm winter wishes. May this season of sparkle bring joy and delight. Could be winter. So yeah, I'm trying to go more towards winter, not Christmas. Just because everybody should be working on their Christmas probably already. And I'm going to be having my Christmas cards come in. So hopefully those will inspire you to maybe use a different set or do a different project. But I'm going to try and do winter. Oh, Rosemary, thank you. You're welcome, Rosie. Well, thank you, everybody. Again, don't forget, bingo is on the 15th. Please register as soon as you can. Make sure you do register on the registration form and then also pay so I have your numbers and your information. Don't forget, we have an amazing join special. I would absolutely love to have you as part of my team. You can join for only $64.35 and get $125 in product. Or what I would do is sign up for the $99 and get it $168.75 in product. Don't forget, either one that you choose, you will also be registered free for the virtual on stage, which is in November at your home. But you can also then, once you're registered, you can also go on and purchase the Be Mine suite, which is with the bumblebees, and it's so cute. And so you can get that suite also. So basically, you purchase the suite, your event is free. But a lot of demonstrators, if they did not sign up for on stage, they cannot purchase that bundle. So if you do decide to join, you will be able to purchase that. And then, of course, there's some online exclusives that are pre-order right now for us. So don't forget to check that out because you'll get to order those. And once you join, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have questions about joining, I'd love to help you out. So everybody, have a great night. I will see you on Sunday and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, everybody.